Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight, it's the Hockey Hour. Wade Gordon here from our Hamilton, Ontario studios. The Oshawa Teeth have a 1-0 lead in this best of 7 series against the top seed Chilliwack Kernels. Game 2 about to start. It's the same 2 in net for either team. Rob Shencock with a huge day in game 1. Taking on Jean-Yves Laverdure. And big stuff by Shencock to get things started. That was Mike Labernarger with the first shot. And Dan Queening had the opening goal in the Kernels' 5-3 loss in yesterday's first game of this best of 7 series, the semifinals, the top seed Chilliwack Kernels, champions of the British Columbia Division, taking on the Ontario Division winners, the Oshawa Teeth, the 4th seed in this 4-team playoff. Best of 7 series, and here's Kelvin Harder to Judre, tries to deke past Queening, and Laverdure lets it go behind him. He took a deflection off his pad before it got cleared here back past center ice. Here come the Kernels yet again. Venice loses it, but finishes his check, of course, and trying to get puck out of the zone over to mid-ice. That's Harto. He's all by himself as a line change happens. Dumps it in, and it's retrieved by Venice. The Oshawa Teeth came back from 2-1 down to score 4 unanswered goals in yesterday's game in the third period. The end of to go from 2-1 down to 5-2 up. The final score, of course, came 5-3, and a valuable away win for the Teeth. In a way that gives them the advantage in this series. You know, they will have 3 home games. It goes 7 games. Goes straight to Shencock, and he delivers it back out to Blake Williams. Shot by that, and back out by the Kernels. Over to neutral ice here is a Barf guy. Sablek puts it in there, wrister, and Shencock hangs onto it. Holds onto it for a face-off in the Oshawa zone. Rob Shencock. Again, we talked about the stinginess of these two teams. Chilliwack, least amount of goals allowed in the entire regular season. On average, came to about 2.6 goals allowed per game. Oshawa, 3rd out of 16 teams, 306 is what that averaged out to. Big difference, and we saw it yesterday as well, is that Oshawa basically had no penalties, very few penalties in this game. And there is just a big old jumble in the Oshawa zone, about 6 bodies out of the 10 skaters. Oh, big shot! And what a save by Laverdure. The action is coming hot and heavy here in British Columbia, in Chilliwack, on the western part of possesses, I believe that was Lam Sablek. According to my stat sheet, here's Ondo. Unable to get it through. And a lot of big hits here, but both teams fairly good about, well, especially Oshawa in the regular season. They registered the least amount of penalty minutes. And scores! Right off the bat, And first blood goes to the teeth. I believe that one went to no, Bruno Gilligan is going to get it. I saw a 16 and a 15. Bruno Gilligan with the goal. And the teeth take the lead. And again, that is just a matter of sticking with it, being there for rebounds. He got past Labrador, held onto it, slid it right past once, waited for the split to happen, slid it past his right skate. And yeah, Bruno Gilligan with the opening goal. And look again who has the assist. It's Blake Williams, offside called on Chilliwack's opening attack following the goal. Yeah, friend, you were at both games somehow. I don't understand how that happened. We know that you double heart hockey. Bit weird to have that sign. Figured you'd maybe have something a little more specific to the playoffs, but hey, friend, you do you. No questions there, eh? Join goes over to Vesseril, trying to tie things up. Vesseril's shot goes right to the right pad of Shencock, and Ray Butters trips over his own player. And just a lot of. Does anyone clean the ice today? It just seems like it's a lot of falling and folly. Centering in, that was O'Donk trying to slide it past Shencock. And constant bodies just tumbling to the ice. It's just a big jumble out there behind the Oshawa net. Somebody must come up with it. Here's Kevin Saw keeping it in the zone. Pass out to the point of Droindles. He slap shots it. And it takes a deflection off. I think that was O'Donk, who just takes a tumble. Here's Vesseril sliding in. Tries to backhand it. And on his... Oh my goodness. Well, it just slides right in. And he scores. The Corn Goblin of the Chilliwack Kernels is going to be happy with that one. However, I think Rob Shencock is going to want that one back. I think the goal goes to Kevin Saw. I don't know. Vesseril, a great far post save, but Saw just sort of pokes at it. The puck was loose. I think Shencock thought he had it. And it just slides right in. And we are tied up in this game. Kevin Saw gets it. Yves Vesseril and Patrice O'Donk. And we got a penalty called. Interference coming against Chilliwack, so they get the tying goal. And they're going to send a man right to the box. Kevin Saw with the goal. And Darren Langlois is going to head to the box. So Oshawa on the power play. I believe they were 0 for 2 on the power play yesterday.
Chilliwack penalty to number 79.
For some reason, that's not a statistic that we are being given. But hey, you know, you make do with what you can, and we just sort of go with it. Well, anyway, Langlois is in the box for interference. And Oshawa on the power play. That was cleared all the way out. And it's 1 minute passed into the power play. Of course, this is our first of 2 games. And looks like a delayed penalty is coming. So we're going to have some time of 4-on-4 hockey once Chilliwack touches it up. Oshawa going back to even strength as they pulled the goalie for the delayed penalty. Maryland tries to put it up. It's touched up. It's touched up by Redrow. And interference, the call. Oh, no, we're going to have 5-on-3. I beg your pardon. We're going to have a second penalty coming up. Going against Jim Ibish for Chilliwack. Interference, the call. 2 minutes, and looks like we're going to have a 5-on-3 hockey for Oshawa for just about 10 seconds. So one clearance for Chilliwack will be enough, but Albert tries to slide it in. Ridge Rowe tries to lift it up, and Droindles is able to take it back to center ice. So that will kill the one penalty. But it's back on the power play for Oshawa, 5-on-4. And they're making their way up ice. That is Dupree. Tries to center it in. Ridge Rowe dumps it all the way down. And clears the puck back. Collecting it is Beau Riviere. Beg your pardon, I said that was Dupree. That was actually Jutre. I looked at the wrong team name and the number. Offside is the call. 30 seconds left to go in the power play. 6 minutes left to go in the first period. We're tied at 1. And it has been quite the game so far. Here we go. Oh, nice shot by Harto, and it's able to be. It's not cleared out of the Chilliwack zone just yet. The penalty has expired. We're back at even strength with 5:12 to go in the first period. Barf Guy, and again, has his defensive partner Jim Ivish back on the ice with him. We talked about how good of a defensive pairing they are for Chilliwack. They are going to be, if they can keep that pairing together, they are going to be something to watch for in seasons to come for this British Columbian team in green. Vadim Venice up to Cluck. Cluck to Plurley, looks to wrist it, does not even get on net, and Jutre takes it behind the Oshawa net. Up to Hellerton Harto. Harto by himself, looking for some support. He's got Jutre. Jutre takes a tumble and cannot retrieve the pass. And it's cleared back out to central ice. This is Dupree. He takes a big hit. And there are just so many white jerseys with the bronze and red trim of the Oshawa Teeth to retrieve it. So they have been playing very, very well for a team that is just as stingy as Chilliwack roughly during the regular season. We're seeing goals are coming at a premium. Larbenarger with the wrist shot. Shencock traps it in his glove up against his chest. Minute 19 to go in the first period. We're still tied at 1. Of course, this is the Hockey Happy Hour. We have 2 games for you today. The second game that we'll be bringing you right after this one. At the conclusion of this, a few minutes afterwards, we'll be taking you over to Saguenay, Quebec for the other semifinal, the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade taking on the Red Deer. Red Deer, Chicoutimi blowing open that game in game 1 with a 9-3 victory over the Red Deer. It was, you're surprised at that result. I was just as surprised calling the action. It was just a leaky third period for the Red Deer after coming so close to keeping it tied up. They kept it very close for every bit until that just end of the third period. So 9-3 the final score. But again, on the important score, it is Chicoutimi up 1-0 in the series. That'll be game 2. Chicoutimi looking to get 2 games down on the 2 games out of 4 down on the on home turf, on home ice, I suppose. And that's going to be the end of it, with a less chance by the Oshawa Teeth, who have looked a bit more of the looked anything but toothless after 20 minutes. They got the first goal, but Chilliwack came back not long after to tie things up. There's still 40 minutes of regulation to play. After 1, it's 1-1. Oshawa and Chilliwack will be back in just a moment. Back with the second period. Wade Gordon here in the Hamilton, Ontario studios. Oshawa Teeth, champions of the Ontario Division. Chilliwack Kernels, champions of the BC Division. This abbreviated 4-team playoff of an abbreviated 34-game season here in 2021 for the CSPHLC. It's the Hockey Happy Hour. Four teams have remained after a grueling 34-game season played in a very short amount of time. Oshawa back on the attack. Here's Michael Abernarger over to Dupree. Ronnie Dupree. Across ice and back in possession with it is the Teeth. Kevin Joutre to Holland Harto. He scores! He wrists it. Top shelf. Far post. Gets the top corner over the left shoulder of Jean-Yves Laverdure. It's Hellerton Harto. And the captain of the Oshawa Teeth puts it away. Harto had the 5th goal of the last game yesterday.
Oshawa goal.
The attack.
Number 77, assisted by number 60 and by number 26.
How did Chilliwack respond?
2 minutes, 8 seconds.
How do Chilliwack respond to this one? They're down yet again. And again, the Chilliwack Kernels have had the best record of all teams in the CSPHLC. The most points got them that 1 seed. Oshawa, they actually were tied on points with the Red Deer. Red Deer lost the tiebreaker, which of course the tiebreaker was head-to-head. The Red Deer beat the Teeth in their 1 matchup this season. So they got the 4th seed and had faced the Kernels, which seemed almost like a punishment, but they're treating it like it's a reward. And they almost, they had a good attack going on there. Here's Sablek to Sharpley. Sharpley's shot does not come off, but Kevin Maryland recovers after Yvonne Plouffe puts in a big hit. Good 2-line pass. Ray Butters crosses the blue line just at the time, but into a big hit by Ridrow, or was that Barf Guy? I'm not certain. Kevin Saw has it. Saw tries to wrist it. Shencock able to cradle it into his glove, and will stop play 6 minutes into the second period. Face-off won by Oshawa, and Chilliwack able to finally get it out of the zone. Well, not quite yet. Janovic, and here Barf Guy. Saw fans on it, loses the puck as he tries to make the shot. And here come the Teeth back up ice. All alone is on Doe. He's got help. Shot was from Rockwood, and Labrador will hold on to it for a face-off in the Chilliwack zone. Big shot, off the one-timer from Andre Coughley. And Labrador comes up big, just putting his body in the way, taking it off the blocker, and getting it out. Here is Dan Queening to Mike Labernarger. Labernarger gets a hit. Queening trying to recover it. He withstands the first check. I believe that was Coughley. And big jumbo in the corner, and a penalty coming. And Chilliwack going back into the box. Going to be another penalty, and Ronnie Dupree. Yeah, that's going to be interference yet again on Dupree. So 3rd power play for the Teeth today. They're 0 for 2 today. And nice shot by. Well, that was, I believe that shot came from Joutre, and it's cleared all the way down. 30 seconds have passed already, and regrouping are the Teeth. Paul Beauriviere. Cross ice to Van Hetter. Nice shot, centering pass. Still in the zone. Backhander by Wood. And Labrador will sit on it. A minute left to go in the power play. Face off in the Chilliwack zone. Face-off ends up being won by Chilliwack, and they end up dumping it all the way down into it was Sharpley who dumped it all the way down into the Oshawa zone. So they'll regroup with 20 seconds to go in the power play. Rockwood up to Van Hetter. Van Hetter just puts it on net. Copley cannot scoop in the rebound. Puck takes a trip all the way back down the ice, and we're back at even strength. Wrister by Dupree. Took Shencock by surprise. He's got the puck back. Takes a hit, loses it. Sharpley is there to recover. Van Hetter pokes it away from him, and here's Coughley at center ice by himself, probably waiting for a line change. He's got help from Rockwood. Van Hetter tries to slide it in, and Labrador comes up big. Van Hetter again wide. And here's Rockwood, tries to backhand it in. Labrador is there with the easy block and gets a breather as Sharpley takes it up ice. Here's Ridgerow trying to center it in. Ridgerow centered it in, and Sharpley's shot goes right at the pads of Shencock. He'll hold on to it. 7:05 to go in the second period. A lot of action to go. Few goals being scored, but that's what we come to expect at this point from these two teams. Face-off is back to Oshawa, and they'll take it out of the zone. Vadim Venice has it back. Good patrolling at center ice. There's Kevin Saul by himself. Tries to slide it in. Big save by Shencock. That almost hit the post, and Shencock didn't know where it was for a second, and Plouffe, well, it was almost disaster for the teeth. Here's Kevin Maryland. Tries to find his, well, there's a bit of a collision. I think Ray Butters took a cover as well. There's Blake Williams trying to get it back out. Ivan Plouffe has it. Back to Kevin Maryland. Dumps it off to Orov. Cannot get the shot off. 4:12 to go in the second period. It's 2-1. Oshawa leading the series 1-0 over the Chilliwack Kernels, the top seed. Chilliwack going down 2-0 would not be something I think anyone would have expected in this one. Big collision in front of the Oshawa goal between Mark McElwrong, and I'm not certain which Chilliwack player that was, but big hit and kept in. Dupree finds Labanarger. He stands on the shot. Can't get good power on it on the one-timer. 2:20 to go in the second period. It's still in the Pete's zone, in Chilliwack zone. Tries to center it. Does McElwrong, but it's dispossessed and intercepted. Here is Jim Ivish all by himself. Cannot get the shot off. Didn't have any help in Jutre. Ken Jutre will recover it. He's getting chased down by Dupree. Hellerton Harto has it to Andre Coughley. Passes out to Bruno Gilligan. He's got the goal already. Tries to get the rebound. And big save by Labrador to get that skating away. And here's Bourvier. And big collision in behind the net between Bourvier and Ogquest. There's Plurley, Owen Plurley. Can't hang on to it. Rockwood will take it back out to center ice. Back to Bourvier. Rockwood yet again. He dumps it in, and that'll be the end of 2. So after 2 periods, we've got a 2-1 game. The Oshawa Teeth in the lead in today's game. Looking to go up 2-0 in the series. 20 minutes to play. That's an eternity in hockey, especially in the playoffs. We'll be back in just a few moments with the third period.
bit more rotation this day, so yeah, you can kind of brush them off on them.
Okay.
Back with you for the third period of action here from Chilliwack, British Columbia. The Kernels down a goal, down a game in the series, 20 minutes to basically more or less play for their playoff life at this point. Going down 2 games to nothing. Losing both games at home and having to go play Oshawa for games 3 and 4 in the next 2 days. Is a hefty task to ask for. The least they could ask for is at least getting 1 game on the road and bringing the series back here to Chilliwack. Big shot by, well, that was Labernager. Sorry, that was by Queening. And Shincock hangs onto it. Shincock has been fantastic this entire playoff series. He's come up with some very massive saves. In the first game, Shincock, 23 saves. 3 goals allowed in that 5-3 victory for the Teeth. Joutre tries to center it in to Coughley, and Labrador ends up hanging on to it. Big shot, and he scores! The Teeth take a 2-goal lead. And it's Hellerton Harto yet again. Assisted by Joutre. His 2nd goal of the game, his 3rd goal of the playoffs. And it is looking a bit dire for the Chilliwack Kernels. Still early in the 3rd period, but a 2-goal lead for the Teeth has been the thing. Dupre trying to respond right away. Shancock puts a glove down on it. 4 seed. 18 minutes away from taking a massive game 2, winning both games on the road and heading back east to Oshawa for game 3 tomorrow. Queening wins the Kernels win the face-off. Queening tries to take it in, can't get the shot off, and here come the Teeth yet again. And about 6 different bodies down on the ice. Harto pads out the Coughley. Shot is right off the pad. Rebound was dangerous, but it could back out. There's Queening yet again. Beg pardon, that is Ridge Road. Tumbles into the boards, and it's cleared back out by the Teeth. Harto tries to find Orff. He stays onside, but taking the puck back is Clock air. Selecta sharply. He comes it back past the blue line. They'll have to reset. And one-timer is deflected by Shadcock. I think that one-timer came from Barf Guy. Oh no, that was Kevin Sharpleet. Up come the Teeth, and you can see how hard these teams have been working in this series so far. Sharpleet again trying to just clear it back out to Barf Guy. Over to O'Donk. O'Donk was all by his lonesome and got double teamed in the process. Burrow Gilligan Fans on it, and Ridro able to get it back out to O'Donk, and here come the Kernels again, 2-on-2. It's Kevin Saw, tries to slide it in. Puck is jarred loose on the entrance. Here's Horpin, Jim Horpin to Rockwood. Rockwood trying to center into Horpin. Tries to give and go to Wood, but he can't get a good shot off. Gilligan to Wood, scores! Well, it's Ray Butters. Ray Butters with the 4th goal for the Teeth. And this series has taken a turn for the worse if you are a fan of the team in green. And there's a lot of stunned silence here in the arena for the Chilliwack Kernels fans. Ray Butters, I believe that's his first goal of the playoffs. It's his first point of the playoffs. He's exactly known for being a goal scorer. Only 4 goals in the regular season, and Chilliwack now have a 3-goal deficit to recover from. Saw puts it on net, and Shencock will block it and let it float over his net and back to the other side of the ice. Here is Jim Ivish. Let's find Bart Guy, keeps it in. Bromack's shot is just wide. Poof over to Wood. Back to Chalalet. Knock Chalalet. Tries to center in, and Randy Ogquist is right there. And a delayed penalty, so Oshawa. I think they're going to go back on the... Oh, Chilliwack are going to go on the power play for the first time this entire series. Kevin Saw loses it. Offside is the call. And a penalty against the Teeth. It's going to be called against Ruto Gilligan. Tripping is the call. So this is a chance for the Kernels. This almost feels like it's a must score power play. Queening tries to win it, but Boder of the Air ends up with the puck, and he dumps it all the way down. So 15 seconds already killed. Here's Vadim Venice. Tries to center it in. Tries to center it in to Puck. But it ends up getting cleared all the way back down. Sublek recovers it, tries to get it back up. There's numbers as there's a player down for the Teeth, but able to recover. Tries to one-time it, does Queening. And it is deflected and back out to neutral ice. Lavenarger had to recover it, and a big hit against, I believe it was Van Hetter. Shot, and Shencock with a stand-up save. Yet again, he has been outstanding for the Teeth in this game today. Only allowed 1 goal. Big hit laid in. And you can feel the breathing is getting heavy. 8:29 to go. The penalty has been killed. And you're starting to feel the desperation coming in by the Chilliwack Kernels. Blake Williams will skate it back out to neutral ice and into the zone. 8 minutes to go in this game. Tries to center and hit the post. Does Bob Orruff. Stays in play on Doe, McElrong, and Maryland. Slap shot, and I think Labrador wasn't sure where it was. It went wide. And Labanarger up to Dupree. And here come the Kernels yet again, down by 3. 7 minutes to go in game 2. About to go down 2-0, losing both games at home in this best-of-7 series with 2 games to play in Oshawa. And the Teeth have come with their teeth sharpened. Venice all alone, and big save by Shencock. Stays in. Ridro to Venice. Cluck tries to pop it in. His Sharplete turn and cannot fire. Gives up to Sublek. Tries to feed it over, but he takes a big hit. And there is a jumble of people in that corner of the ice. Trying to come back with it is Sharplete. He's double teamed there. And here comes Hellerton Harto trying to center it in. Can't even get the shot or the pass off. And back up ice with Vadim Venice. Venice loses it. And it's back at the neutral ice. And here come the Teeth yet again. Venice makes up for his earlier error and wins the puck back. Here's Woodrow to Cluck back to neutral ice. Likely a line change coming in for the Kernels, but Cluck trying to keep the puck in the zone. Over at the point is Ridrow. Is Pat Ridrow. And Hellerton Harto over to Rockwood. Wood over to Butters. Butters already has one. He puts it wide. And here comes Ridrow. 2:40 to go. And the Teeth feel like they have this game in the bank. Poorly tries to backhand it. Shencock with the stretch of the right pad. And it deflects. And heads back out. Neutral ice at this point. Ray Butters waits for his teammate, and Bruno Gilligan is tripped up as he enters the zone. There's Groindles. Langlois trying to wait at the center, as well as Randy Ogquest has escaped back to keep possession. Kloof has it back up, and the 1 minute warning has come up, so the Oshawa Teeth have really put the screws to the Chilliwack Kernels. They have stopped them on so many levels. They've gotten the goals they've needed. They've really neutralized this game in the latter half of the third period. After they probably had it in control with 3 goals. The fourth one was really just academic. Oh, Donk tries to put it on net, and Shencock will hold it down with 37.4 seconds again to go. Fans, do not go anywhere at the conclusion of this game. There'll be a few moments to take a break, and we will have the second game of our Hockey Happy Hour here tonight. Playoff Hockey Happy Hour as we head over to Saguenay, Quebec for the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade. Up a game to nothing over the Red Deer. It is game number 2 coming up in just a few moments in the playoffs of the CSPHLC's 2021 season. 4 teams remain who will battle it out in the finals. And the Oshawa Teeth are 2 wins away after tonight. A big one-timer by Blake Williams. Hasn't gotten that goal today. Labrador will hang on to it. 15.8 seconds to go, and you feel that it's about in the bank at this point. A delayed penalty. I'm not even certain we're going to get the call on this one, as I believe no, we're actually going to get the penalty as it was touched up by Oshawa. So a penalty coming again. Interference to call at the tail end of this game. Well, the penalty won't be worth much at this point, but John Van Hetter will be a bit mad at himself with 2 seconds to go and a little bit left. Do not go anywhere. We'll have our game coming from Quebec in just a moment. At the conclusion of this game, that is the end of the game. The Chilliwack Kernels go down yet again at home. The series is up 2-0, and the Oshawa Teeth have taken yet another game on the road. They are up 2-0 with 2 games coming at home for them. The Chilliwack Kernels back is against the wall for the number 1 seed. Who will make it to the finals, where we have an answer before the weekend is up in 3 and 4 tomorrow and Saturday. We'll be back in just a moment with more Hockey Happy Hour. Wade Gordon will be on the call here from the Hamilton, Ontario studios. We'll see you back here in just a moment. Oshawa take game 2.